Today, we're going to take a second to go over the answers to the first test review. This would have been the one that you either did on Wednesday if you are in my second or third hour, or you would have done this on Monday if you are in my fourth hour. So first question, first thing that they had you do for everything on, I guess, this first page is they had you identify what type of angle pair they are. So for this one right here, these two are corresponding angles. And if they are corresponding angles, that means that they are equal. So that missing angle measure is 130 degrees. For this one right here, I don't want to say number 2 because I believe this is number 1 and this is number 2 on GoFormative. So then number 3 would ask you, what type of angle pair are these? These two angle pairs are, this is alternate interior angles. And because they are alternate interior angles, that means that they are equal. So that missing angle is 128 degrees. Number 5 would ask you, what type of angle pair are these? These are alternate exterior angles. And then if they are alternate exterior angles, that means that they are equal to each other. So if this is 66, that is 66 degrees. And then number 7, again, would ask you what type of angle pair. These two are same side interiors. Because they are same side interiors, that means that they add up to 180. So take 180 minus 80 and you get 100 degrees for that missing angle measure. Number 9 would again ask you, what type of angle pair are these two? They again are same side interior angles, which means that they add up to 180. So do 180 minus this, remember this little box means 90. 180 minus 90, and you find the missing angle to be 90 degrees. And then number 11 would ask you what type of angle pair. These are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal to each other. So if this is 81, that is 81 degrees as well. The next set, again, you are going to identify the angle pair. So I'm going to switch colors to keep it interesting for you guys. So 13 would ask you to identify what type of angle pair are these. These are alternate interior angles. Now, you're not just solving for an angle measure this time. You actually have to solve for x. So because these are alternate interior angles, we know that they are equal. So you should have taken 16x minus 6, set that equal to 90 degrees. Then you just have to solve for x. Add 6. 16x equals 96. Divide by 16. And you get x to equal 6. For number 15, it again would ask you first, what type of angle pair are these? These are corresponding angles. Because they are corresponding angles, that means that they are equal to each other. So to solve for x, you should have set them equal to each other. So 12x minus 4 equals 10x plus 10. Subtract 10x from both sides. And you get 2x minus 4 equals 10. Add 4. I'm running out of room. And then I get, I'll write it up here, 2x equals 14, and then divide by 2. 14 divided by 2, I get x to equal 7. 17, these angles are alternate exterior angles. Because they are alternate exterior angles, that means that they are equal to each other. So I take x plus 112 and set that equal to 105. A lot of people skipped this one because when you solve for x, you actually do get x to equal -7. So a lot of people thought that this was wrong because you got a negative. So you can have a negative variable. You can't have a negative angle. So that's why this is okay. Negative variable, totally okay. Number 19, these are alternate exterior angles again, which means they are equal to each other. So to solve for x, set them equal. Add 4. 19, x equals 114. And then divide by 19, and you get x to equal 6. Ooh, sorry. So that's everything with parallel lines. The second half of this had to do with triangles. And from what it's been sounding like, this has kind of been the bigger struggle. Not struggle, but the stuff that people are kind of not remembering as easily. So let's see, that was 20. So this is going to be 21. And the main thing to remember with these triangles is that the interior angles inside of a triangle adds up to 180. So you have to kind of make sure you know things on the inside in order to help you to solve. So to solve for f, this is 54. I don't know this angle, but they give me that this is 63. Hopefully at this point you are able to identify and know that vertical angles are equal to each other. So if this is 63, that means that's 63 as well. So to solve for f, it's going to be f plus 54 plus 63 equals 180. So add them together and you get 117 equals 180. And then just take 180 minus 117 and you find f to be 63. Well, that worked out well. This is 22. So same thing, except here they give me everything on the inside. So I'm just going to add these all together. 49 plus 82 plus 2v plus 1 equals 180. So I'm just setting up an algebra problem. Combine like terms, and I have 2v plus, that gives me 50. 50 plus 82 is 132. That equals 180. Subtract 132. 2v equals 87658. And then divide by 2. Wait, 87648. I'm sorry. And then divide by 2. 48 divided by 2 is 24. Number 2, here they give you everything you need on the inside to solve for s. Actually, this one would be number 23. So add them all together. S plus 116 plus 31 equals 180. Add the 116 and the 31 together and you get 147. And then subtract 147 and you get 33 as your answer. For 24 here, 24 is very similar to 21. We've got the vertical angles thing going on. So if this is 65, that means this is 65. So add them all together. So when I combine like terms, I get 115. So then I subtract 115. And I get 65. 25 is right here. So 25, again, you want the interior angles. So I have 4b plus 2. I have 56. I just need this angle right here. This is 114. These are not vertical angles. These angles, though, anytime you have two angles that are right next to each other, they add up to 180. So 180 minus 114 is 66. So this angle is 66 degrees. So again, how I did that, anytime you have two angles along a line that share a side, they are supplementary. They add up to 180. So now I can add these all together. So I'm going to just try to combine like terms right away. So I have 4b plus, let's see, 6, 11, 122, 124 equals 180. Subtract 124. And I get 4b equals 56. And then divide by 4. And you get b to equal 14. 26 is going to be right here. So for 26, again, you need what's on the inside of your figure. So, oh, I'm missing one. 26 actually is over here, and it's not on my paper. You have a triangle. This is 40. This is 65. And this is x plus 83. So to solve for x, you would, because these are in the interior, you would add them all together and set it equal to 180. So you'd have x plus 105, 188 equals 180. And then you would subtract 188. And again, you would think you're wrong because you get a negative. But it's okay because you can have negative variables. You can't have negative degrees. So this is actually 27. And for 27, you need to know the interior angles. So the only one we're missing is this angle right here, but they give you the 122. Anytime, again, that you have two angles right next to each other, they add up to 180. So 180 minus 122 is 58. So that angle is 58. So now to solve for n, we're going to add these all together and set it equal to 180. So we have 6n plus these two right here give me 116. 116 plus 4 is 120, and that equals 180. Subtract 120. You get 6n equals 60, and then divide by 6, and you get 10. And then for number 28, this one is actually kind of going the opposite way of this. It wants you to solve and find this exterior angle. Well, we know that these two angles add up to 180. So if I found this one, I could find this one. So I'm going to find this angle using the fact that angles on the inside of a triangle add up to 180. So add these two together and I get 160. So 180 minus 160, this angle is 20 degrees. So again, I got that because they gave me the 2 to find the missing third, add them, subtract from 180, that's 20 degrees. Now to find this angle, these two are right next to each other. They share a side. That means they are supplementary. So just take 180 minus 20 and you get 160 degrees. The next review is coming right up.